Welcome everybody to the Buffalo Breakdown Podcast. My name's Lochlan. I'm your host. Today we're talking about past week of the Buffalo Bills. Later in the podcast we'll have a guest and predictions and other questions like that. Good afternoon and good morning. Today we're talking about the past week of the Buffalo Bills. We're getting into defense, injury. Last week against the Indianapolis Colts, the Buffalo Bills won 30-20 and were productive throughout the whole game. First, to start off the game, Joe Flacco threw an interception caught by Taron Johnson, returned for a touchdown. After that, in the second quarter, Josh Allen runs it in for a 13-yard touchdown. The next touchdown was a run by James Cook, 2-yard touchdown. There was 3 field goals that the Bills had, which ended up as a score of 30. Other important news, Keon Coleman did not play during this game, was ruled out, wrist versus the Colts. This is also important because the Buffalo Bills have said that Keon Coleman will not play during the Chiefs-Bills game, which is very unfortunate because Keon Coleman is a big part of this offense. Josh Allen trusts him, and he's been a big contributor to this Bills offense. The Buffalo Bills' Taron Johnson was named AFC Player of the Week. Along with Buffalo's defense, linebacker Matt Milano has returned to practice. Great news. Milano has been injured since the start of the season. It'll be amazing to have him and Terrell Bernard all at linebacker. Let's take a look at the Buffalo Bills schedule. Next week, Week 11, Kansas City Chiefs come to Highmark Stadium, play at 4:30. After the Chiefs Week 12 is the Buffalo Bills bye week. After the bye week, Week 13, San Francisco 49ers at Highmark Stadium. Week 14, SoFi Stadium against the Los Angeles Rams. Week 15, Detroit Lions, Ford Field. A very exciting game. The Detroit Lions are hot right now. They are second best in the league right now. Week 16, New England Patriots at Highmark Stadium. Week 17, New York Jets at Highmark Stadium. Week 18, New England Patriots at Gillette Stadium. Then, after that is the postseason. Hopefully the Bills make it. And predictions are AFC Championship, hoping for a Super Bowl. Don't know if that's going to happen, but hoping at least for AFC Championship. If the Buffalo Bills could go all the way this year, that would be absolutely amazing. I know everybody wants to see that. In the AFC East, the Bills are leading 8 wins, 2 losses. The Dolphins are in second place, 3-6. Jets and Patriots are tied at 3-7. This is really important. The Bills win this because just winning your division is really important. The Buffalo Bills have a big lead on the Dolphins, Jets, and Patriots. Also a big lead on most of the NFL. Buffalo Bills are third in the NFL behind the Detroit Lions and Kansas City Chiefs. This year, the Buffalo Bills have used everybody in their offense. James Cook, Ray Davis, Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman, Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox, Matt Collins, Amari Cooper. Everybody has stepped up in a major way these last couple of weeks. Ever since Stephon Diggs left last year, the Buffalo Bills have needed a big playmaker. But that's just not with one person. Everybody is playing really well and stepping up in a big way. This is amazing because if the Buffalo Bills can keep doing this, defenses can't just stop one person like they did with Diggs. They have to worry about everybody being a threat in the offense. So they can't just double one guy in to make sure that they don't score. Everybody is good and everybody steps up to play, helping Josh Allen. And it's just great because defenses struggle with that. Along with talking about the Bills' defense has been very solid. The run game against the Bills has been a little more than expected, but Taron Johnson talked and said they want them to run. And that's okay. If that's the game plan they're going to run and it's working for them, that works for me. The stars for the defense have been Greg Rousseau, Damar Hamlin, Taron Johnson, Terrell Bernard, Rasul Douglas. Everybody has stepped up. Linebackers and for filling in for Matt Milano. With him coming back, they will have Terrell Bernard along with Matt Milano, which will be a very good duo in defense. Matt Milano is coming. Welcome to the Buffalo Breakdown Podcast. Thanks for joining me tonight. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Michelle Varga. Thanks for having me.
How long have you been a Bills fan?
Since I was probably 10 or 11.
So a long time.
A long, long time.
Okay, thanks. What is your favorite memory?
Probably the first time I took my girls to a Bills game. We went with my brother and his two boys, and we went up there. It was rainy, cold, slushy, nasty, but we still had a really good time.
Who were they playing? Do you remember?
Do I know? I don't. Maybe. I don't know. Were they playing Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were playing Dallas.
Yeah, that's cool. Who is your favorite player?
My all-time favorite player is Jim Kelly. I've always been a fan of him. I think he's the reason why I like the Bills so much. But I think my current favorite player is Damar Hamlin. I liked him before his accident. Like, he was there on every play. Poyer was out, and he was covering for him, and he was on every play. And I was like, who's that number 3 guy? And so I've kind of always been a fan of his.
That's cool. How do you think the season's going so far?
I think it's going pretty good. I'm excited. I'm excited for the season. I'm excited to see where we go. I'm excited for every Sunday. A little disappointed we have a bye week this week, but overall, it's exciting this year.
Who do you think is the most impactful player?
I would have to go with Josh Allen. I mean, he's got charisma on the field. He's like, his camaraderie with the boys are real good. And he's quite the athlete, so I think he's the full package. And I think without him, we would be a completely different team.
That makes sense. What are your postseason predictions for this year?
I'm feeling Super Bowl this year. As a Bills fan, it's always hesitant to say that out loud, but I'm thinking we're gonna go there.
That's great. What is your favorite game this year?
This year would have to be the Chiefs game. Like, that interception at the end where Kelsey's just sitting there, like, thinking the ball's just going to come to him, not paying attention to the world, and we just snatched it from him. Josh in that last run, can't get enough of it.
Yeah, that was
Playing
great.
Mr. Brightside at every game is a lot of fun to listen to, too, when they're all dancing on the field. It's a fun team.
Now we're interviewing somebody from Dallas who's a Bills fan. On the phone. Welcome to the Buffalo Breakdown Podcast. Thanks for joining me tonight. Please introduce yourself.
My name's Eric.
Okay, great, thanks. How long have you been a Bills fan?
30 years.
Oh, that's a really long time. What is your favorite memory as a Bills fan?
Bills making the playoffs.
Why?
Memory.
Why?
Because it's better than the Bills not making the playoffs.
Okay, that makes sense. Who's your favorite player
Now,
right now?
Spencer Brown.
Why?
Because Spencer Brown don't care.
Why is
He
it?
does what has to be done to win the game.
Okay.
Spencer Brown's a hothead. I can't believe he's your favorite person. All he does is run his mouth and causes penalties. That's your favorite person?
Yes, I stick to my answer.
I disagree.
Okay. Who's your favorite all-time player?
O.J. Simpson.
Why?
And he may have done it, but he's like Spencer Brown. He don't care.
Okay. Why else is he your favorite player?
He's the greatest Bills player.
Okay, thank you. How do you think the season's going so far?
I say it's going fairly decent.
Oh, that's great. What's your favorite game this season?
Kansas City.
Why?
Because we won.
Tell me more about that.
Because Josh proved that Josh, like Spencer Brown, just don't care. And he's going to do what needs to be done to get the job done. Like running people over.
Okay. Thank you. Who
You're welcome.
has been the most impactful player this year?
Who has been the most impactful player?
Yes.
Reed Ferguson.
Why?
0 mistakes.
Okay. Okay. What are your postseason predictions?
What are my post-season predictions?
Yes.
After the season, for the postseason? Oh, yeah, we're winning the Super Bowl.
Why do you think that?
Because, I mean, we're going to, at the bare minimum, we're going to download, Madden 25 and win the Super Bowl.
Okay. Who all have caught a touchdown pass from Josh Allen this season?
Not me.
There's been 11 players on the Bills.
I said no quizzes.
Name them all.
I said no quizzes.
This isn't a quiz, it's a question.
Number 4, number 1, number 0, number 18.
Names,
Number
please.
88, number 86.
Okay, what are their names?
What? All right, we got Knox, Kincaid, Coleman. We got Cooper. He's got a touchdown.
Yep.
We've got. Oh,
Thank you for coming on to my podcast. Have a great night.
No problem. It's been fun. I enjoyed it. It is one of the top 3 podcasts I have been on this year, and I think you should get an A for it. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Okay, now we have somebody calling in from Corning. Welcome to the Buffalo Breakdown Podcast. Thanks for joining me tonight. Please introduce yourself.
My name's Scott.
How long have you been a Bills fan?
Oh, since, let's see, 91, so that would be, 33 years.
That's impressive.
That's impressive. That means I'm old.
What is your favorite memory?
Oh, there's quite a few, but I think one would be seeing the Patriots in the playoffs when the Bills scored on every single drive, and the temperature was like 10 below zero. It was one of the top 3 coldest games in NFL history.
That was a really good game.
It was a great game.
Who is your favorite player right now on the Bills?
All time or currently?
Currently.
Well, it's hard not to say Josh Allen,
Right.
but he's everybody's favorite player. So I think I would say Dawson Knox.
Okay.
If I were to buy a jersey today, it would be Dawson Knox.
Who is your all-time favorite player?
would have to say Jim Kelly.
Why?
For what that team did over that 4-year span where they went to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row, like, it's unprecedented. Of course, they didn't win any of them, but to go 4 times in a row, you got something special there.
Right. How do you think this season is going so far?
I think it's tremendous. With all the people they've had out with injuries, they have managed to really pull out some great wins. And I think if there were any year since 93 that they could go to the Super Bowl again, this is it.
Who do you think is the most impactful player this year?
I want to say, Khalil Shakir's had a great year, but I think, Coleman, even as a rookie, I think he's had a couple of great plays and he's poised for really good things moving forward.
Yeah, I agree. I know you already said this, but what is your postseason prediction for the Bills this year?
Oh, I think we're in it.
Now we're doing a Buffalo Bills quiz. Which NFL season did Marshawn Lynch first rush for 1,500 yards?
2005.
Well, I'm going to give you the 2014, 2008, 2010, 2012.
2008.
That is incorrect. It's 2012.
Okay.
Next question is, which member of the Bills Wall of Fame was on the team its first year? Cornelius Bennett, Jet Kemp, Cookie Gilchrist, Albert Debusson, something like that.
Jack Kemp.
Incorrect. It's Albert Duberson.
Oh, the one that you didn't even pronounce right.
That's correct. The Buffalo Bills were founded in what year? 1955, 1965, 1970, 1960?
1960. 60.
Correct. Next question. Who bought the Bills in 2014? Terry Pagula, Pat Bowlen, Alex Spano, Steve Biscotti.
The first one.
Terry Pagula.
That's the one.
Yes. Which Hall of Fame guard did the Bills draft in 1961? Billy Shaw, Ken Rice, Albert Bemler, Joe Delamere.
Number 66, Billy Shaw.
Correct. Who led the Bills with over 1,000 rushing yards in 1962? John Elway, Bill Sewell, Tom Dillinger, Cookie Gilchrist.
Gilchrist.
Correct. Which Heisman Trophy winner was drafted by the Bills in 1962 but never played for them? Terry Baker, Ernie Davis, Joe Bellino, John Harty.
Ernie Davis.
Correct. Which future Raiders quarterback was on the Bills roster in 1965? Rich Gannon, Jim Plunkett, Daryl Limonka, Ken Stabler.
Stabler.
Incorrect. It was Daryl Limonka.
Oh.
Next question is, which team defeated the Bills in the 1966 AFL Championship game? Kansas City Chiefs, Pittsburgh Steelers, Denver Broncos, Chicago Bears.
The Steelers.
That is incorrect. It was the Kansas City Chiefs. Which team defeated which team defeated the Bills in 1988 AFC Championship game? Pittsburgh Steelers, Cincinnati Bengals, New York Jets, San Diego Chargers.
I'm going to go with the Bengals on that one.
That's correct. Who led the Bills in receiving yards in Super Bowl XXV? Andre Reed, Kenneth Davis, James Lofton, Thurman Thomas.
I'm going to go with Andre Reed.
That's correct. Who started at tight end for the Bills in Super Bowl XXV? Kent Hall, Jeff Wright, Jamie Muller, Kenneth McKellar.
Kent Hall.
Incorrect. It was Keith McKellar. Oops. Which player recorded a safety in Super Bowl XXV? Daryl Talley, Leon Seals, Kirby Jackson, or Bruce Smith?
Could you repeat the question?
Which Bills player recorded a safety in Super Bowl XXV? Kirby Jackson, Bruce Smith, Daryl Talley, Leon Seals.
Daryl Talley.
Were incorrect. It was Bruce Smith. And that is not the last question. What specially designed no-huddle offense did the Bills run in the 1990s? Z-gun, K-gun, Y-gun, X-gun.
K-gun?
That's correct. Jim Kelly set a Super Bowl record in what category in the XXVI? Rushing touchdowns, passing yards, passing touchdowns, pass attempts.
Passing yards.
Incorrect. It was passing attempts. Thank you for doing that quiz.
What was my score?
Fail.
That's great.
That's what it says. All right, thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Have a nice night.
You too.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You can find this quiz from Pro Professionals Buffalo Bills Quiz. Thank you for listening to the Buffalo Breakdown Podcast. I hope you see you next time. Goodbye.